Ladies and gentlemen, similar to last round, I want to start my speech off with another question. Who was your celebrity crush? Sadie Sink? I heard Sadie Sink. Okay. So now, I want you to imagine that person in your head, right? And think of all the reasons why you would like that person. Maybe because they're smart. Maybe because they're fit. Maybe because they're successful. We like what we see and we admire what they can do, almost to the point where sometimes we even think to ourselves, man, I want to be just like Sadie Sink. And that's the interesting thing about human nature is that we don't just admire potential, we admire potential that has been proven. So first of all, my respect to His Excellency Lina Wood, President of BELTEI International University, venerable judges and audience, welcome. My name is TIT VITOU from the Faculty of Business Administration and here to present on the 8th wisdom of BELTEI Group. They know us because of our actions, they recognize us because of our abilities. So, what is action and what is abilities, ladies and gentlemen? So, action, as described by the IRCC Behavioral and Technical Competency Dictionary, it is described as the observable evidence of performance, while the word ability, as described by the Organization for Economic Cooperation and Development, it is described as the capacities for people to acquire and deploy skills. So what does that mean? Overall, the wisdom wants to imply that our actions and our abilities, they act as the hallmark of one's efforts and diligence, serving as a tool to build sustainable and universal recognition. So, ladies and gentlemen, it's undeniable that our actions and our abilities, they act like the universal language that describes who we are. Our personality, our reputation are woven together by the threads of actions and development of one's efforts to the highest level possible. And who is the better example of this than the man who made all of this possible? His Excellency Dr. Lee Cheng established BELTEI Group in 1991 and for 35 years has demonstrated and put in tremendous efforts into expanding and developing several sectors in response to society's needs as well as the need for human resource development. Today, BELTEI Group is regarded as one of the largest institutions in the Kingdom of Cambodia. What does this mean? This wisdom wants us to learn and understand that in the pursuit of greatness and success, we must be ethical, we must be responsible, and we must understand the limitation of our abilities. By demonstrating good behavior, by using our potential to build high quality work that benefits the people around us and the society, we lead them to believe and understand and recognize us as a valuable, reliable individual with clear expertise, dignity, and social value. Besides running one of the largest institutions in Cambodia, BELTEI Group has also actively participated in support of the royal government of Cambodia during the border conflict with our neighboring country. Ladies and gentlemen, our actions and our ability isn't only recognized nationally by our own people, but also internationally as well. Thanks to our conventional defense, our reliance on international diplomacy and third-party mediation via the United Nations, as well as the ASEAN, under the leadership of our Prime Minister, Samdech Mahabawat Thappadai Hunmanait, we prove to the world that we are not the one who started the war. Ladies and gentlemen, our collective efforts and actions to choose peace over violence, we create trust. And our ability to fulfill that promise, to resolve that issue, creates faith. As a result, the world saw Cambodia as not a threat, but a country that deserved respect and recognition for its potential and growth. Now, ladies and gentlemen, what about all of us? What about me? What about you? What about everyone in this hall? I am man enough to admit that I might not be able to change the world one day, but I'll tell you guys what. Despite knowing this, I believe we should all try anyway. Ladies and gentlemen, if you know who you are and you know what you're worth, then you go out and get what you're worth. The future you is waiting on the present you to keep the promises you made to yourself yesterday. Build your character so good that a blind man can see your kindness and a deaf man can hear your kind words. So lastly, I just want everyone to continue. Please do good, be ethical, and develop your abilities to become the best future global leaders the world has ever seen. Thank you very much.
BELTEI International University, the future of global leaders.